Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to my IELTS video. All my students in Pakistan and Pakistanis all over the world, a great hello from ASAD YAQUB. Then my students in India and Indians all over the world, a very good hello from ASAD YAQUB. And a Sat Sri Akal to my students in Indian Punjab and Indian Punjabis all over the world. Then my students in Bangladesh, Nepal, Sri Lanka, China, Australia, Canada, America and Africa. In Arab countries, people watch my videos. A great hello to you. Well, I'm wearing my Eid dress right now. Actually, I had bought this kurta for Eid and today it's the 4th day and we are doing this recording, so I thought I should wear the same thing just to show you guys. It's quite trendy and traditional. So guys, once again here I am with the reading video. This is academic reading and I'm going to teach you in a different way today. Let's see what is that, and you must give me your comments about this method. If you like this method, definitely I'll make more videos on that, because you know I'm actually working for you. So whatever you like, I'll do that. Whatever you dislike, I'll not do that. I've discontinued many of my videos just because you guys did not like them very much. And I continued with many videos because you guys like them. So you are the judges and you can tell me whatever you want from me. This time I'm going to help you with reading, and it's a reading test, and video after video I'm going to cover this complete test, and there are going to be around 7 to 8 videos and we'll cover this test there. What I'm going to do on your screen, I'm going to show you the questions, I'm going to show you the passage, and then I'm going to tell you how to find the answers. Alright, let's just see how it works. So let's take a start. Now you can see on your screen we've got choose one word only from the passage for each answer, and then write your answers in boxes 1 to 8 on your answer sheet. This is the first type of questions. Before we start, what you guys need to do whenever you attempt any section in IELTS reading, take a look at what are the types of questions there. For example, over here I've got this sentence completion, one word only, then I have true, false, not given, and that's it. So in completion there are 8 questions, in true, false, not given there are around 5 questions, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with completion and then I'll do true, false, not given in the subsequent video. Let's read the questions together, and I'm going to tell you about synonyms, about synonymous phrases, about scanning, skimming and all that stuff. Okay guys, be confident. I am confident because of you, and you have to be confident because of me. Let's take a start. Children's play. Uses of children's play. Building a magical kingdom. Now see, magical kingdom is in inverted commas. It means you can scan the word magical kingdom easily. But what is the question? The question is, building a magical kingdom may help develop. It may help develop a skill. That is what you need to find, and that is what you need to write. Now let's just go back, and first of all we are going to look for the word magical kingdom. Okay, so now we see building a magical kingdom may help develop. Let's go back. You can see this paragraph. It starts by saying, brick by brick 6-year-old Alice is building a magical kingdom. Now may help develop, that's what we got to find. I'm reading it loudly so that you understand. When you read, you got to skim it actually. Imagining fairy tale, tourist and fire. Okay, tourist and fire breathing dragons, wicked witches and gallant heroes. She's creating an enchanting world. So far they haven't said anything about the question, right? Then they say, although she isn't aware of it, this fantasy is helping her take her first step towards her capacity for creativity. Now what's the question? The question is actually, uses of children play, building a magical kingdom may help develop, and there they are saying, although she isn't aware of it, this fantasy is helping her take her first step towards her capacity. Now may help develop and take her first steps towards her capacity for creativity. So the answer is going to be creativity. You can just see that building a magical kingdom may help develop and then you can write creativity, and it's one word only. Clear? Let's go on. Second question. Board games involve dash and turn taking. Now there are two things. Board games, first you need to find board games, and then they involve two things. One is turn taking, like it's your turn, now it's my turn. So they might talk about turn taking first, and then with a conjunction they will talk about the second thing, or they can be that first thing and then the other things. You got to be vigilant. It's one word only. Let's look for the word board games. Yes. I am on the second paragraph. You can see that as well. It's written here. Minutes later, Alice has abandoned the kingdom in favor of playing schools with the younger brother. When she, well, if I mispronounce any word, excuse me in advance, because I've got to be very quick and all that. So don't just pinpoint any of my mistakes and don't pick up anything like that. When she bosses him around as his teacher, she's practicing how to regulate her emotions through pretense. Later on, when they tire of this and settle down with a board game. Now see, board game. In this line there's going to be the answer. Later on, when they tire of this and settle down with a board game, she's learning about the need to follow rules and turns with a partner. Turns with a partner. For this they have written the word turn taking. And then the other thing is need to follow rules. Now you are allowed to write one word only. That is why the answer is going to be rules. And take turns with a partner. Instead of that they have used the word turn taking. So board games involve rules and turn taking. Clear? Is it okay? Alright, let's go on. Now the second main heading is recent changes affecting children's play. Now you got to see where in the passage they talk about these recent changes which are affecting children's play. In these recent changes which are affecting children's play, first is population of dash have grown. Now two important things. One is population and second is grown, and population of dash. Now remember one thing, over here they are using the word population of dash. Now over there they might write the word village population, city population, or even for population they can use the word city dwellers or any other word. Population of dash have grown. Now you got to see, and it's the plural word, populations of dash have grown. So first we need to find the word population. Where do they talk about population or any synonym of population? Then we are going to see where do they talk about growth, increased, went up and all that. And we got to see population of what or populations of what have grown. Okay, let's just go back and we see. Now you can see this paragraph, and there I found this word. But we live in changing times, and white bread is mindful of a worldwide decline in play, pointing out that over half of the people in the world, for populations they are using the word over half the people in the world, half the people in the world and population. Okay, so this is what we call synonymous phrases, synonyms and synonymous phrases. Over there population, over here over half the people in the world now live in cities. Over half the people means grown. Over half, it's the growth. Over half the people in the world now live in cities, and the question is population of dash have grown. Population of cities have grown. Is that clear? Yes, that's right. Let's go on. Now next is opportunities for free play and are limited due to. Now after due to there are three reasons. Opportunities for free play are limited, and there are three reasons, and there are three questions. So it means you will find the answers all together. Two answers are fears and one answer is increase in something. See that, two answers. Now first you need to find where do they talk about opportunities for free play which are limited, and then the reasons, due to, because of and all that. Fear of dash, and increased dash in schools. Let's try to find all these answers. Okay, now they are all together in one paragraph which you can see right now. But we live in changing times and all that, the same paragraph. If we go ahead, the opportunities for free play It means this is the portion where we are going to find the answers. The opportunities for free play which I experienced almost every day of my childhood are becoming increasingly scarce. Okay. He says outdoor play is curtailed by perceptions of risk. Now for fear they are using the word risk. See that? Of risk to do with traffic. Risk to do with traffic and fear of traffic. That is going to be the first fear. Is that clear? See that IELTS reading is so simple when ASAD YAQUB is your coach, right? Now second, there is another fear. One is fear, and for fear they use the word risk. Now let's go on. We'll find the next answer here. As well as parents' increased wish to protect their children from being the victim of crime. Being the victim of, that is also a fear of the parents. They have used the word over here. As well as parents increased wish to protect their children from being the victim of crime. Now that is the second fear, that parents, they want to protect their children from crime. So that's why for this second question, fear of crime. Clear? Now next is increased dash in schools. Something increased in schools. Now one word only. School is the clue word. First go to school and then see what is increased in schools in the same paragraph. Then they say, and by the emphasis on earlier is better, which is leading to greater competition. Leading to greater competition in academic learning and schools. Greater competition means the competition is increasing. Which is leading to greater means increasing. Right? If I say it leads to greater means it increases actually. So which is leading to greater competition in academic learning and schools. The question is increased competition in schools. They use the word schools and they also use the word academic learning over there. Is that clear? See that? In section 1, by the way guys, if the question type is fill in the blanks or sentence completion with one word only, the answers are going to be found like that as well. And I would advise you, whether they give this question type sentence completion in the as a first set of questions in section 1 or second or third. You know, in each section there are 3 sets of questions, 2 or 3. So you should always try to do this first. Whether they are questions 9 to 14, you should try to do this first because this is the easiest part. So you should start with the easiest part. Let's go on. Enjoying? Me too. I'm enjoying because I'm wearing red shirt. That's why. Okay, just kidding. Next is international policies on children's play. Now you got to first scan a paragraph where they talk about international policies on children's play. There they say it is difficult to find dash to support new policies. It is difficult. For difficult they might use any word. It is difficult to find. For to find they might use any other word. I'm telling you in a second. To support new policies. Now we'll go back and see what is it. The next paragraph, now you can see this paragraph, it says international bodies like the United Nations and European Union have begun to develop policies. Now from the word policies we understand they are going to talk about policies here. Concerned with children's right to play. Once again I refresh the question. The question says it is difficult to find dash to support new policies. Now there is something which is difficult to find to support the new policies. What is that? You should have this thing in your mind. Okay, if we go on, they say concerned with children's right to play and to consider implications for leisure facilities and educational programs. The last line is important. But they often lack. Now, they often lack and it is difficult to find. That is the synonymous phrase over here. But they often lack and it is difficult to find. But what they often lack is the evidence to base policies on. Now to base policies on, and for that they are using the word to support new policies. To base policies on and to support new policies, hence the answer is evidence. Is that clear? I read that again. There they say clearly, but what they often lack is it is difficult to find, to base policies on, and for that they're using to support new policies, and in the middle there is only one word, that is evidence. So evidence is your answer. Clear? Good job. Let's go on. The last question of this section. Research needs to study the impact of play on the rest of the child's dash. Rest of means remaining part of. So research needs to study the impact of play on the rest of the child's dash. Now rest of the child's dash means when the child grows up, turns into an adult or teenager and all that. So the research needs to study the impact of play on the rest of the child's, just try to guess, huh? Okay, let's go on. Now you can see this paragraph. I just scanned, and by the way, over here, the clue word is same. You need to read from the same paragraph ahead, and then research needs to study the impact. You got to see where do they talk about research which is needed, and then the impact of play on the rest of child's dash. So let's just take a look. Dr. Jenny Gibson agrees, pointing out that although some of the steps in the puzzle of how and why play is important have been looked at, there is very little data on the impact. Now they're using the word impact. Let's go back and see. Research needs to study. Now research needs, and for that they are using the word there is very little data. Very little data means research is needed. Okay, and then they say on the impact, and then over here they say research needs to study the impact. On the impact and to study the impact, and then they say it has on the child's later life. Now for child's later life they are using the word over here rest of the child's. Now some will think that child's later, so the answer is later. Not at all. On the rest of the child's later life. Okay, so the answer, because it's one word only, that's why the answer is rest of the. For later they are using rest of the. Exactly, it has on the child's later life. Now later and rest of the, they are actually synonyms, so the answer is life. Clear? Understand? If you guys really want me to make more videos like this, please comment and make a request. Yeah, exactly, I'm your teacher, huh? I can just ask you to do so. Comment and make a request that you guys want me to make more videos like this where I explain IELTS reading. I also teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. You can contact me for that. Apart from this, I run another channel, ASAD YAQUB Vlogs. It is on YouTube, so you can subscribe to that channel as well, and I run a Facebook page, ASAD YAQUB IELTS. You can like my Facebook page as well, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. One more subscription means you guys respect me and you want me, and one like means appreciation, and I need your appreciation in order to appreciate you for all the endeavors in your life. ASAD YAQUB wishes you all the best. Take good care of yourselves. Happy reading, and I wish you 8 bands in reading. Take care. Allah Hafiz.